I'm going to show you how to clean and rebuild a carburetor. This one's a Holley 2210 or 2045, I believe. Disassemble it, right? You're going to need have your tools ready. You're going to need a little bit of this. Okay. You take a wire, strip it down, and use a different, strip it down long like that, and use different, amounts of the threads there, and then twist them up, and you have different sizes, so you can go into each hole, and you're going to have to do that to every hole. And you also go with this, okay, into them holes too, okay. And then you have this. It's good to have that, okay. Make sure you take a razor blade and scrape and clean all your surfaces, and you use that for your wire, okay. And organize your stuff. Don't lose anything. There's this little ball right there. There's little washers and stuff. I just happen to have done this before a bunch of times, so that's why I'm kind of sloppy about it. But then you have to have, this is thinner right here. Your save all, okay. So I got a cup of that. Watch your eyes. You may want to use gloves or not. Get a good kit, okay. Match the gaskets and make sure you got new parts. Didn't come with every new part, and unfortunately I thought it would come with a float because they used to, but it didn't. So I'm gonna have to reuse this old one. It's a solid foam piece and it still works, luckily. If it had holes in it, I have to fix it, okay. Bag all your parts immediately because the box set, it's gonna fall out. Okay, it's going to come with multiple gaskets. Make sure that you save your gaskets when you take it apart the best you can, okay? And then what you want to do is match them up because they come with different kinds of gaskets, and sometimes they look exactly the same, but there's one or two holes missing. Okay, that'll screw you up. Okay, and this one, if somebody knows about this, there's a big gash right there. Somebody else had taken this apart before, and I don't know if that's on purpose, but don't look right when you get in there with a microscope or a magnifying glass. And also, yeah, there's some stuff going on. It's kind of a crazy setup. Somebody had bent the metering rods, so that's where your wire is going to come in because there's tiny little holes in there. Okay, and you got to make sure they're all right. And this is a 2-barrel. That one's plugged. See, it's weird. It's weird stuff going on. You can't remove that. Okay, and basically, set yourself up with your tools and everything. And then with this right now, what's going to happen first with this is I'm going to go through that process, but I'm also going to do like this. The reason I have the paint tray set up is because I'm going to start to do like this here. That really is less, but like this is really part of the issue right here. So I want to get that. So I could use a bigger container. I just don't have one. So there you go. I got paint thinner. I'm going to make sure that sucker is good, and watch for like little particles and stuff because they're your enemy. They're your enemy. And now I have a little paintbrush. Okay, so I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna spend the time cleaning all those little things, and then I'm gonna get my little wire and go in there, and I'm gonna make sure all that's like clean because this is a body. Okay, and it's sealed for a reason. It's sealed for air and it's sealed for fluid to not come out or go in there. And you don't want nothing foreign in there. The only thing that's supposed to be in there is gasoline and parts, just like blood and organs. Carburetor is very nice. Anyway, so there you go. So that's the start of your process right there. And you're going to do all that meticulously. Okay, because this is like surgery. This is as close as you can get. This is like the most precision is needed for stuff like this. This is where your precision is needed. Okay, and get every little part. Even the other side, make it all clean. Make it look like new. As far as being clean and not having a lot of problems and debris. Now I'm going to go through this. I work sloppy because I know what the fuck I'm doing and I've done it before. But basically, you would want to be cleaner than this and not do that. But the video's here, and that's another reason I'm doing it. Because it's kind of becoming a lost thing. I know there's a lot of almost 30-year-olds that don't know how to rebuild a carburetor, and they don't even know what a carburetor looks like to that degree. And I'm not saying they should, bless them, because their life doesn't have to, You can do other stuff like draw and do art. I'm not right now, but it's okay because it's either that or make money to have someone else do it, or or make enough money, and then you can't always do what you want, and your passion is to make money, so your life goes away. That's why I'm doing this. It's easier to break my life and do this now at 52 than it would be to not even have a life built, and then I mean, if I was working for a company, I mean, it would be great because I'd be able to afford somebody to do this, and I'd be enjoying myself a little better at this point from the motivation I have, I feel. But, you know, survivor. You gotta be a soul survivor. Your body's gotta survive too. Yeah, so there you go. And then, like, you know, just a process. I'll show you. You know, you should get it by yourself anyway at this point. Okay, and then save the thinner, you know, in another thing. So this way, you know, you could reuse it on other stuff you want to clean. Okay, watch. There you go. If you don't want to use that, like, because that's not necessary right there. This carburetor is actually bigger than the other one. I was prepared for the other one. So you just use these. You do your thing. You know, you get up in there, you know, because look at that little area in there. You got to get all that clean. It goes right to the end. See, come right out there. Boom. Ready, good to go. And then, you know, and then setting the float and everything. I may show another video on all that crap. How to set it without thinking. Anyway, peace and happiness. And Uncle Tony, what's up? He's real.